Yo, it's Matt for you, and today I have a crazy theory, so hear me out. Okay, The World Ends With You Final Remix just got released on the Nintendo Switch. If you haven't got it, check it out. It's an awesome game, awesome soundtrack, incredible art style, and above all, amazing story. Which is a reason why the main protagonist, Neku Sakuraba, is worth a further inspection when determining who the next characters in Super Smash Bros. Will be. Now, Neku seems like a far cry, especially with other Square Enix characters like Geno and Sora being at the forefront of the wish list. However, Nintendo's behavior as of late has me quite suspicious about what their plans are for the future of Neku Sakuraba and The World Ends With You. Now, if you haven't been browsing the internet, I don't know how you found this video, but more importantly, I don't know how you wouldn't know that every single, almost, Smash rumor, not leak, rumor, the ones you see on 4chan, Reddit, all of those, speculate that there is a Square Enix character in the game, but nobody knows who it is because they don't want to jeopardize anybody's job by revealing who it is. Companies dish out fake information to see if they can catch leakers in their tracks, and being aware of that, they don't want to say this character's name publicly until Nintendo themselves decides to announce it. If there is a Square Enix character, as I said, they are all just rumors at this point. But given that every rumor says it, one of them might be true. You are innocent until proven guilty, you are a rumor until proven leak. So let's just hypothesize that there is a Square Enix character. That's number one. Number two, and my big point for this video, and if anything, the takeaway is that The World Ends With You has had a very increased presence in Nintendo's spotlight as of late. If you go on their Twitter account, you can see that since the beginning of September, an entire month before the game even came out, they have dedicated at least 16 full tweets to The World Ends With You and have created multiple distinct and unique gameplay trailers to advertise The World Ends With You to the public that has never played it before. Now, you could say maybe they're advertising it so much because it is a rather obscure game and they want people to know about it. However, there are other games that they don't promote nearly as much, and in fact, the only other games that have seen as much publicity from Nintendo's Twitter account would be Super Mario Party and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. So it's right up there in terms of publicity for Nintendo's Twitter account. I will go through some of these tweets with you that you can see as I scroll through, at least 10 tabs open right now, showing you all of these unique trailers, them promoting the game and its release date. As we go back in time a couple of weeks before the game gets released, you can see that they do one of these character profiles of all of the main characters in this game. I really haven't seen Nintendo do this. Maybe they do it for Mario Tennis Aces when the new characters come out, but really not for a game that is as under the radar as this once was. You see, they're introducing the new character Coco. Okay, we get that. But they also have introductions for Joshua, and they have introductions for Rhyme and Beat and Shiki, all the way down to Neku. They all have their own individual tweet dedicated to them, which is really interesting because Nintendo is trying to introduce you to these characters. They're almost treating it like it's a new Nintendo intellectual property, when in reality it is a game developed by Square Enix that has been originally published on a Nintendo console, being the Nintendo DS, and now has been remastered for the Nintendo Switch, with an awkward iPhone version in the middle. So what does this have anything to do with Super Smash Bros? Well, I feel like Super Smash Bros. Is a great promotional tool for new Nintendo intellectual properties. You see that in Splatoon, and you're seeing it with Animal Crossing, with Isabelle, how they're promoting the new game that's coming out. If the final remix post-game story, which I have not reached yet, is any indicator of a bright future for The World Ends With You, then I hypothesize that Nintendo is trying to bring these characters into the limelight for a foundation to have a sequel. And what better way to introduce these characters besides tweeting to put them in Super Smash Bros. It would also appear to me that if Neku was in Super Smash Bros., that it would be incumbent upon Nintendo to make his presence well known before he is announced, so that people don't say, "Who is that?" when they get revealed, like I did with Corrin. Like, you never know. It could be that one-off character, really easy to put in. Now, I don't speculate that this would replace Geno or Sora's chances. I feel like, if anything, it would be in addition to one or both of those characters. But I do think, given Neku's extremely unique moveset and how all of the pieces are falling in place to create a presence of this character and his series on Nintendo's platforms to possibly create a sequel to The World Ends With You, it seems that it could just be that oddball curve that comes to us in the form of a Smash Brothers newcomer. So there is no evidence of this other than my pure speculation on the way that Nintendo has been treating this character and its franchise leading up to its release date, which was only a couple days ago. And these trailers are really well produced. They're not just like gameplay thrown on top of a song. Like, it's actual, like, really incredible visuals that we're looking at right here. Either they were given a mandate to promote the hell out of this game, or there is a secondary reason to all of the hype for The World Ends With You. Would I say Neku is my #1 pick for the new Smash Brothers game? Probably not. I don't think he would fit in as well as Gino or Sora would, but you look at Corrin as a perfect example. A character really nobody was hypothesizing, nobody expected, but the time was just right to promote the new Fire Emblem game, and they were able to just throw this character onto everyone's face to basically force the introduction of the new Fire Emblem game. That could be potentially what we're seeing with The World Ends With You. Now, if you don't mind me, I have to go finish the game so I can get to that post-game sequence that I've been looking forward to for a better part of 7 or 8 years. So I'm Matt Forio, and that's all for you today. Get your Smash God shirt, links in the description.